Hello there, welcome to Fulcrum on the Force. I'm Jim, and this is my channel dedicated to everything Star Wars. And for those of you that have been subscribed to the channel for a little while, do that, subscribe, like, ring the bell. You may have seen, I can't remember how long ago now, but it was a little while, I got my very first Hot Toy. And it was this incredible piece right here, Ahsoka Tano, Season 7 Clone Wars. The details in this, absolutely insane. It has to be said that Hot Toys, I think, is probably one of the best rendered faces of Ahsoka that they've done. Just amazing, makes her look absolutely real. But we're not here to talk about Ahsoka, I'm sorry. Lady Tano, I'm very, very sorry. No, we are not. We're here to talk about my second ever Hot Toy that I actually got for Christmas from my amazing girlfriend. And it's this. It is Darth Maul. This is like Ahsoka, based on the Season 7 Clone Wars version of Darth Maul. And he is amazing. When you slide this open, he's not in here, just so you know. But when you slide this open, it actually does have the Mandalorian jail cell transportation device. And if he is in there, he does actually look through that little window. But it's very nice. It's actually raised on here. It's a really, really, really lovely box. And in that said box comes this figure. This. He is incredible. His face, all creaky, is next level. We've got the robot legs. He's got the whole setup and how he looks in Season 7 of the Clone Wars. Just adjusting his clothes at the back there. He comes with his lightsaber, this particular lightsaber that is half Maul, half Ventress. This particular hand as well, I will show you all the switch outs because there are a ton of switch outs. But this particular one I had to have on because there we go. His lightsaber does actually light up. It only works with this particular arm because this arm itself has all the electronics in it, so you can't take this saber out of this arm. But there are so many switch outs that you can have him set up any way you want. And I'm gonna bust open the box so you can actually see the switch outs. He does have his own stand. This stand is hilarious. That goes right in his crotch. It's funny, but because of how it sits, it goes kind of under his tunic, so you can't actually even see it. So when he stood there, it looks incredible. Obviously, you've got a lot of soft goods on here, and this is all soft. You can take all of these parts actually off, and underneath, he's got his full tattoos going on in there. You can adjust his head. His head is magnetic. Very easy to put on and off. You can even, in the back here, you probably can't see it. But like most Hot Toys, there is a little tool that you can put in and actually adjust where his eyes are looking. But I mean, come on, that just looks amazing, does it not? But let's put him there for a second while we have a look at all his bits and pieces. I really feel mean when I'm jamming that in his crotch. But you know what? He's done worse things to other people, so there it is. I love the posability of these. I just think they're so amazing. They are not cheap, but you can see why they're not cheap. I'm just going to put him just there and show you what comes in the box. So obviously I've kept everything in here, so I will just take out all the layers. There's quite a lot of layers in this box. you've got the main layer that he's in, and then you've got a whole layer with all of the pieces in there as well. Already, because I've switched out that one arm, you've got a separate arm here and another hand. That's how he came when he started. Obviously, you've got the gauntlet that goes around there. But the amount of stuff that you can just use and change and edit and have a play. It's this entire tray's worth of stuff, which is mad. So we have moving blades. So if you wanted him to be like, wow, you can have it with moving blades. We do have an entire saber, which is so cool. It's such a cool saber. I need that saber in my collection. Yeah, so you have an entire saber to put in different hand. Whoopsie. We've got hands where he's like forcing. We've got hands to grip sabers. We've got a completely different Mando gauntlet. He even, not only does he have gloved hands, but he actually has hands without gloves. So that if you want to display him, like, you could go full on, take off the top and have him fully bare chested if you wanted, with all of his arms and all the tattoos and everything showing. He does even come with a hood, so you can have him as a hooded version of himself. There are some spare red ball joints in here, because most of the ball joints are black. But if you wanted to go ahead and use, like you'll see there, like that's a red arm joint. Some of them are black, so if you wanted to have him without his top on, you'd need to swap out for red arm joint. But I mean, across the board, like this is something special. I love this. This was one of those ones where I'm like, oh, that's Ahsoka Tano. I mean, the Ahsoka, she's right there. Does look immense and absolutely incredible, and it's clearly one of my favorite things that I own. Like, clearly one of my favorite collectibles, without a doubt. But this feels like the perfect companion piece for that, because I'm gonna attempt to try. That's good English, isn't it? But I'm going to try and see if I can't display these two in some kind of, I mean, come on. Look how much taller he is than her. In some kind of battle pose, so that they're like full on fighting, because that duel in Season 7 of Clone Wars is the best lightsaber duel in the whole of Star Wars. Hands down. Easily. These two together, I think, are perfect together, and will make the perfect display, ultimate display of potentially that scene in Clone Wars. My word, Ahsoka, you've gotten dusty. I have not looked after you. I do apologise. Need to get these into like glass display cases where they can sit there without the fear of dust, or the fear of as much dust. Let's go with that. Super cool, super awesome. Love these. Let me see if I can have him there and have her there, so you can just see them. Wait, easy there, Ahsoka. Don't fall over. Let's put that under you so you don't fall over. Yeah, those are my Hot Toys. This is my new one. This is amazing. It looks so good. His face. I'm going to take his head off again. Whoop. Because just get it really close. I mean, look at the detail in his face. Look at the horns, his eyes. Oh, it's just next level. The sculpt on that is next level. Same as Ahsoka, and that's why I was just like, I'd love to get this piece, because it's a perfect companion piece to her. I know there are places where you can get like sabers that are lit, so I might do that for her so that they both got lit sabers, but we'll see. Hope you enjoyed that. If you've got any hot toys down, let me know which ones you got in the comments or which ones you'd love to get. I'd really love a Luke, and if they ever did a Kanan, I would love a Kanan. But the Lukes I find are difficult. I haven't found one with the right face, not yet. Every time they release it, the best face they had was he was in his X-wing suit, flight suit, and it looked cool. But I want a Return of the Jedi Luke in his proper Luke outfit. And they did one and it was fine. The face was not great. They did a recent one from Mando and that was okay. But not... the face wasn't as good as the one on the Empire Luke. So I was just like, yeah, I'm going to wait a little bit longer. There is an old man Luke that I really, really like. But I'd love a Jedi Luke. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. They're always re-releasing and doing new versions. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. That's it for this video. Until next time, don't forget, we're one with the Force, and the Force is with us.